murdering us. You know how it is.
Yeah.
Here. That looks good. What do you think?
Oh yeah.
Everything looks good.
Mm. Oh no, I think that pose is wrong. Well,
Uh-oh.
no. Oh, I just realized that the way the sword is swinging, it doesn't make sense.
Oh, okay.
That they would be, their body would be positioned this way.
Oh, okay. Well, that's what penciling's for.
Yeah. Let me try to see if I can find a better one.
Oh, I kind of like the one they were already in, but...
Oh, the upward one? But I just thought because the blades were clashing here, it'd probably be better.
Oh, were the blades clashing?
Yeah, like there's a small dagger.
Okay. I thought that, like, we were still just going to see the other character's back.
Yeah.
I actually like that better.
Yeah. It's just because, like, whenever you do characters that are interacting with each other, you want to have, like, at least some form of contact point.
Okay, that makes sense.
So...
Okay, I get you then.
So maybe if I'll go back here, let's push him back, this character back a bit. Let me pull out this pencil. Just make sure I get this right here, so shape-wise. This is the chest. Put that there. These lines here. Some other stuff here real quick. For Chad and who all's here, you're at the part where it's me trying to figure out a lot of things, so
don't worry, no one's here.
Enjoy.
I turn around, everyone's here. Oh, actually Devin is here now. Son
of a bitch.
Yo, Devin with the subscribe?
Damn.
My man.
Is this for rent? Is it... Am I supposed to take $5 off the rent? Is that what this is for?
Oh, Jacob is here too.
Hey, Jacob.
No, it's not for rent money. It's for my money.
Rent money.
Unless you're taking money off of my rent.
Yeah, that's a joke. Let's see. Let's do the back, I guess. We'll give them the spear instead.
Oh, okay.
Actually, wait. I need that pencil. Come back.
Yeah, right.
Now we have some contact point.
We got some fighting going on this week, so Matt's working hard on his posing here.
Yeah, I gotta make sure that everything's referenced just right. Can't draw good art without being referenced.
You can't cheat enough. So continue to plagiarize, everyone out there. Blatant theft. And just hope you don't get caught.
Look, man.
Just go erase other people's watermarks and put your own over it. Actually, don't even erase their watermarks. Just boldly put yours right on top of theirs.
Boldly.
Oh shit, Zared's here.
What up?
Zared says, I don't know what this is, but I need to be in it.
I knew that was coming. That's how it goes.
Zara, you can be one of the dots in the crowd. We'll make sure to know that it's you. That, or you can add another tiny figure up at the top. Got TC's kids. Let them know all the best cheat strats.
Like, see, this is what I'm talking about. So this is a little note for chat. If you're ever doing art or fight scenes, you always want to have a contact point between two characters, because when people are fighting, they basically become one entity. They're one thing. They're not two people fighting. It's one shape that has multiple connecting points. So this is something that comes up a lot too whenever you're drawing characters interacting with each other. The silhouettes that they make are all, part of the dynamic composition. That's why it's really frustrating to read some certain comics and things like that just don't understand that. So they kind of, I don't even know what my phone.
I don't know either.
When they don't understand composition and things like that, it just shows like it's harder to read what's happening. So you have a lot of like comics where characters are just uninteresting to look at because of the fact that you just can't tell what's going on in the scene.
Yeah. Zara says he has to be the only dot with a beard.
That's reasonable. Okay, so we got that. Let me get this pose up here. All right, so let's grab my red pencil here. Because now we're going to draw this character.
Okay.
So, yeah, I kind of feel bad for chat because I just didn't get a chance to finish this in time before. Oh shit, the cat's already trying to kill us.
Oh, the cat wants blood. We need a marker emote.
Yeah.
We'll get a picture of him or something. Ellen probably has a picture of him.
Probably plenty, yeah. So back to what I was saying is I didn't get a chance to finish this. This is a lot larger piece. There's a lot of grid work I have to do to make sure that everything was correct.
It looks like a laser show.
Yeah, so this one might take a little longer than normal.
I'll probably zoom down from here. Better look.
But yeah, for anybody who's out there watching this and they need pointers on how to draw things, that's your pointer for the day. You want to have good fight scenes that have good silhouettes, so that you can tell who's fighting who. Just have
what they're doing.
Yeah, what they're
doing.
Because like sometimes you have fight scenes that are happening and the character doesn't look like they're fighting. It look like they're sucking the dude off or something like that. That happens.
Some weird, yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of weird stuff like that can happen.
You out of lead? The lead has betrayed you.
The color lead is always super weak compared to the normal graphite gray lead. It's frustrating, but
Is it just thinner?
Just the material is different.
Okay.
Material is different, so it breaks a lot easier. Plus, also, I just really have a problem of
pushing way too hard on it.
Yeah. Also try to put on some smoke effect here.
Yeah, the dirt getting kicked up.
Yeah. Alright, so we got that pose down. Let's get the character design going. Hmm.
Yeah, I know. There's a lot of lines. It's like tough to make it look good on camera. That's why we usually do the pencil off screen.
Yeah, I just couldn't finish in time. Apologies, chat. I am not as fast as I used to be.
When he starts getting the darker colors down, it shows up much better. But yeah, this is a fight scene in like a giant coliseum.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, for our kind of where we're at in the book for the night book is we're now on like a little kind of scenic tour of the world.
Yeah, we're going around and looking at like really cool monuments and things like that.
Yeah, places that are important, things like that.
Mm-hmm.
Now, so these people are mercenaries and things of that nature.
Mm-hmm. They're kind of like professional athletes. If you fight here.
Yeah.
Basically like being a gladiator.
Bless you. Mm-hmm. It'll probably be like this. Here. Mm-hmm.
Zaret says there should be one of those fight girls with a big like round sign.
Oh, of course, yeah. Naturally.
That's funny. I don't know if they still do that in boxing. I haven't watched boxing since like God, what was that fight? Oh, that Mayweather fight.
Oh, Mayweather Pacquiao?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's the last time I watched boxing.
Yeah, that's reasonable. That fight was terrible.
Yeah, so
I mean, to be fair, like I don't like Mayweather as a person, but that fighting style he has where he just, does it by the point system, like technically he's correct and that's the way you should do it.
yeah, I mean if you want to win and you don't want to get the shit beat out of you.
Yeah. It's also because like he's thinking about like long-term things, don't get hit, that way you don't have as much brain damage as Muhammad Ali did, because those like ladder fights of Muhammad Ali were brutal.
Mm-hmm.
Brutal, man.
Yeah, if you don't have to win by knockout, then you don't need to.
Yeah.
It's in the rules.
Yeah, exactly.
So the rules are your friend.
Yeah.
You know, I was gonna say I like the shape of the tower in the background, but you want to put like some banners on it, maybe?
I've got some banners right here.
Oh, okay. Oh, those were like really small.
Yeah.
I was thinking like huge ass banners.
There's one right here too.
Oh, that's a banner. Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm used to those like big ones that hang down the sides and stuff.
Yeah, no, this is much more.
Okay.
It's from
show off the shape.
Yeah, it's
Gotcha.
also further back too.
Okay. I was just looking at it. Starting to come together.
Yeah. Appreciate chat for being patient with us and the fact that I just need to get this part here done. What's up?
Zaret wants to be the round girl holding the card, and he wants there to be like the woman's body with his head on it.
Nah.
No. This is a serious one. Plus, we put you in the last one. You have a recurring character in here that we're not even charging for. Yeah, because the sexy world-traveling author is modeled after you.
Yeah.
I like that. Is that like a skull on top?
Yeah. It's like the skull's designed into the helmet.
Mm-hmm. We'll have to find something goofy to put Zared in though sometime.
No, for sure.
Soon. Starting to come together. I can see the shapes.
Yeah.
I can see it on camera a lot better.
Yeah. This is also a really good example of why I always try to have the inks ready to go.
Mm-hmm.
Because this just takes a little longer and it's just not as good TV.
Yeah, it's once the pencil gets darker, it's much easier to see.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no problem, man. Like, you can always try. I appreciate your efforts to try to get into everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's always funny. This is just our, like, serious fantasy, like, book we're making, so... This is the professional one. Now, you're definitely going to be in the goofy... You're going to be in the comic. We got you there. And like I said, we got you... Here also, you're just a returning character. But I do appreciate your efforts.
Yes. They're always appreciated.
Yes, I'm a big fan of persistence. We definitely got to go squat at Zared's place again for a con.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, next year. Better be ready, Zared. What should we make him watch? What do you think? I'm thinking Death Force.
I was thinking Deathbed.
Oh, yeah, Deathbed. Yeah. That or Ninja Zombie.
Ninja Zombie's pretty good. Zombie V.
Yeah, the Zombie V. And then we can tell Zared he needs to get the face tat like that guy.
Yeah.
Jamie is here. Hello. Yeah, I'm gonna find a picture of that dude. Yeah, Zared, you gotta get a face tat like this guy. Yeah, this dude right here. Yeah, Zared, get a sick face tat like this dude. Oh snap, Calvin's here.
What up, Calvin?
What up? Yeah, the mood, yeah, there's a fight going on in the piece this week.
Yeah.
So that's why we got it. They're both sword characters, you know, so it doesn't count as an item.
daggers, spear, you know.
Yeah, it's close enough, you know.
Sword.
If it was Smash Bros, it's a sword character.
Yeah. They're both from Fire Emblem.
Obviously.
Were you okay over there?
No. I was about to fall over again.
I was like,
as usual.
I was like, what the hell, man? You okay?
I'm always gonna fall over. I wobble, but I don't fall down.
He's a weeble.
I am.
I'll look up some more spear power. I'm gonna look up some poses here. Give me a sec, chat. I actually feel like I can find a better pose than what I have.
You're unpacking right now?
Oh yeah? What's he unpacking?
Oh, you just said he's unpacking.
Oh.
Calvin said he's in the process of unpacking. I remember he had said he was moving.
Oh yeah?
So yeah.
Oh shit, it's like...
Nice. I was gonna say, where's the book with all the weird poses? We got a spear pose we can steal from here?
Maybe.
Yeah, all our mystical magical poses. Let me find the spear part. This amazing reference book we bought for $2 at a con in LA that has a bunch of weeb-ass cosplayers in it. I got axes. Where are my spears at? No, that's not great.
There's
wait, hold on. Obviously, we gotta do the one where she's JoJo point. This is the spear section if you want to look, but none of them look that great.
Is it?
It starts here and it goes through the next few pages.
Oh yeah, there's not really much going on here.
No, these are all like pretty static looking.
Yeah, they are really static. You probably have to do some like pushing.
Yeah.
He's done with posing.
Yeah. And then the dude. They're kind of basic.
Yeah.
There's like some okay stuff here, but not for our scene.
Yeah. Tragic. Well, let's see what we can do this. I mean, always cheat, chat. Always cheat.
Always cheat. Oh, you moved to Dallas? Show us the book? Yeah, hold on. I'll back out real quick.
Yeah.
Yeah, see? Yeah, it's a reference. It's like a fantasy pose reference book or something.
Yeah, with this weird
This
girl.
girl? Yeah, this girl. It's like a Darwin's Game character.
Yeah. Oh, shut the fuck up. You disgust me. Yeah, and this is also talks about that too in this.
Yeah.
As well with characters when they're in the middle of a fight.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, things like this. Like, see this?
Yeah, it's got some good art.
Like this pose in particular, I really like. Because you always, again, want to have, like, characters when they're interacting almost be as if they're one shape.
I need to practice to study my caning poses. You're right. Gotta hit the books. First I hit the books, then I hit Matt.
Why? It's always so violent here.
No, it's not violent.
No.
Matt, you didn't do your references before. Oh shit, versus the honor. Yeah, see, we gotta become one.
Look, man. Look, man, we had different poses before.
That's true. We actually did change the pose, like during the sketch.
Yeah, there was a lot of stuff that got changed. As,
we changed like almost the whole picture, actually.
Yeah, so
we didn't change the setting, but
just how it goes sometimes, chat. You're just gonna have to bear with us. Yeah, I could do something like that. Yeah, we'll do something like that.
What do we got?
Okay, let me grab the red pencil. So
down to this guy.
Sure.
Our other combatant.
Might also help if I just erase some shit too, like.
Yeah, you've got like 6 different figures there.
Yeah, it's like a bunch of just movement here.
Yeah, it actually looks like one of those crazy panels where someone's like matrix dodging like 50 bullets, you know?
Yeah.
Where they have like 6 heads and 10 arms. It's that, or it looks like that fucking JoJo dude in part 7 who was like 11 guys in one.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks like fucking Tattoo You. That's some of the coolest, like, trippiest stuff I've seen in that fight. Bro, when you and the homies roll as one, that's what they mean.
Look, that's a ride or die crew, man.
That really is a ride or die crew. Oh, they're like jumping backwards or something.
Yeah.
Nice.
Where my ruler at?
Yeah.
Where my ruler at?
Yeah. It's like if you want to curve it some, at least make it straight first.
Yeah.
It's cheating. Oh, we need a cheating emote too.
Yeah.
That's what we need. We need a cheating. I'm gonna write these down. A marker emote and a cheating emote. Cheating. Oh, we still need the back of the head one. Cheating. Back of the head.
There we go. There we go.
All right. We've got a mostly straight line.
Well, not the line. That's not what I'm like. There we go about it.
Oh, okay.
Or there we go about the fact that I got a pose.
That works too.
There we go. It's getting there.
All right. Some thrilling scribbles.
Sorry, this is how it is, chat. Sometimes.
I don't know what the cheating emote would be. I'm not sure. It might just say cheat. There probably is one that already says cheat.
I would just imagine just like you pull out a ruler or something.
Yeah, maybe there's a picture of a ruler. I don't really know.
Yeah, I don't know.
But I feel like he cheats so much. We need something for everyone to call him out on it. Also, what's up, John? How's it going?
What up?
We're drawing a fight scene in a giant coliseum this week.
That works.
Cheat emotes a pic of my Valentine. Yeah, that's a good one. That or Bandit Keith, yeah. John says the Patriots logo.
Also a good choice, yeah. Solid picks, chat. Solid picks.
Yeah. Call the ref. Oh, yeah, the ref one. Yeah, that was that ref one. That's a good one. Ref, he's cheating. Just a little bit here. Slide it over to tray that. That right about there. There we go. Yes, John, holding on the defense. Never tell you about that, Matt?
No.
That was what I would say whenever someone came in and they just smelled like fucking weed.
No.
Yeah, at Brookstone, I'd just do the fucking hand motion and be like, on the defense. Or you know what we need to work into a picture sometime?
Mm-hmm.
Those weird hats those guys had in that video, Washington Knighthood.
Oh, yeah,
from the Ren Fair?
Yeah,
These
yeah.
guys had the weirdest fucking hats. It's like, where do you get those? So, we need those for a con.
Yeah, right.
We gotta go out to the Ren Fair if it exists later.
If it ever exists, yeah.
Yeah.
I think this is good for now, for pencil work.
Okay.
Let me put this away here. Because a lot of this stuff is going to be a bit more, I don't know how to describe it. There's going to be a bit more movement in it, so I want to kind of try to also add a lot of detail with the outfits and stuff. And I'm still having, what's the word, an issue on if I want to try to go about it the same way I did the previous piece that we did, where it was mostly no line art and just painted. But we'll,
I think if you really want to add a lot of detail, I don't think you can do that. Maybe.
Yeah, I'm just trying to figure out, like, if it's more along the lines of if I need to just watercolor it entirely, or of a more kind of nuance to it.
Oh, Ash is here.
Hey, Ash. How's it hanging?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. Yeah, wear the Plague Doctor outfit to the Ren Fair, yeah.
Yeah. Very fitting, man.
It's that or just form one of those processions where everyone's walking around, like, flogging themselves.
No, you gotta do the bring out your dead.
Oh, yeah, that's a good one too. Oh, you're worn out, but you got tomorrow off? That's good.
Same one for us. I got tomorrow off too.
Mm-hmm.
I'm excited. I'm gonna go get some more comic pages done. I got we're on page 20 out of 40, so I'm gonna try to get it up to the point where on Saturday's stream we'll be streaming a 2-page spread. That's gonna be about
cool.
that'll look really cool. It'll be about this size as well.
Mm-hmm.
It's fun because I was talking with Wes about this, how I seem to always just keep adding more pages to these things.
I mean, yeah, that's what we always end up doing.
But we're at a point where it's like, okay, we finally got it nailed down. We think, at least in terms of page count, and now we can actually move on to finishing it out. No regrets.
No regrets. Not even one letter. All right. I hope everyone enjoys being blinded.
Blinded by the light, wrapped up like a deuce. You know I'm.
Hey, sing counter. We got it.
Yes. Is it a deuce or a douche?
I always thought he said douche, but I don't know, actually.
I know that if you look up the origins of that song, the actual lead singer doesn't remember because he drew that song when he was
He drew that song?
Drew that song, yeah. He wrote that song when he was like, you know...
Probably fucked up.
Really fucked up,
Is
yeah.
how I would imagine.
Yeah, so... Because that song don't make no sense anyway, like...
God, no.
Obvious artist bias when I say draw.
Yeah. James says everyone hears douche, but supposedly it's up for debate. Oh, it's like, it's like Evangelion, you know? One of those things.
What are we debating on Evangelion? Oh, the light, you're talking about the scene where they...
The line, no, I'm just saying the line is up for debate, so it's like Evangelion, you know? It's the audience has to interpret it.
Yeah, no, I figured that's what you meant for that scene specifically where he says love and like.
Yeah, I just meant in general. There's a lot of other stuff that's kind of like that.
Yeah, I didn't know what we were going for, to be honest with
you. Yeah, I just meant in general.
Yeah.
Because you kind of have to add your own meaning to some of that stuff.
For sure.
Yeah, I always heard douche.
John, what did you think it was?
Oh shit, you're right. His imaginative hearing will help us.
Yeah. If he says he thought it was douche, that means it's not that.
He imagined the correct line.
No, that's impossible. Absolutely impossible. There's no way. There's no way John imagined the correct line. John's never once taken the correct line.
Oh, John. He never mishears anything.
Yeah.
He just has imaginative hearing. Oh, we're starting back there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because at least at this part, I know I want to have some blacks, beta and all that.
Okay. That's your badass head.
Sorry.
No, it's fine. I was pretty far out. We're just taking the paper apart and everything.
Mm-hmm.
In here.
Also, I was talking about this with Wes earlier. You notice I put a lot of detail on this background, at least in this tower, and less so where the characters are. I think it's extremely important and something that people miss out on a lot whenever they're doing fantasy series, is they'll do a lot of work on the characters, but they'll neglect their backgrounds and their things of that nature. And I feel like that's a huge miss on what you're trying to do as an artist, if you're trying to do fantasy or anything of that nature.
Yeah, I mean, it just depends on what you're going for in the piece, but...
Right, but
yeah.
I'm just saying that, like, if you're doing fantasy, in general, this is a rule of thumb for anything, you should always, be sure to have good architecture, decent an understanding of what your background is supposed to be, you can't have just fantasy characters and no world to put them in.
Yeah, it's always a little weird. At that point, they might as well just be 3/4 on a white page.
Exactly. Because, a lot of comics will have this problem that I've been seeing recently is people who are doing the small amateur thing to do is what they'll do is they'll have all these talking heads, cool character designs, but no real background, and the camera just never moves out from the the bust up. Mm-hmm. Mainly because of the fact we're so used to watching television, and television is like that.
Yeah.
Where you are, basically usually from the waist up, and there's not usually many up shots on television sitcoms, full body shots, things like that.
It depends on the series, but yeah, right here, perfect time for the back of the head emote. I'm gonna spin this to the side. Try and get around this.
Sorry, Chad, I just gotta. You're gonna take a little ride with me.
We just need, I'm telling you, we need the face cam. Just staple the GoPro right to your face.
Please don't.
It'll work. I've seen it, trust me. Now, I did see it in a dream, but it still counts as seeing it.
Oh, speaking of dreams, so I had a dream the other day where I met this dude. His name was Jack.
Okay.
But he spelled it Jaqk.
Okay.
Because it's like Jack, Ace, Queen, King.
Yeah. It's like the show, yeah.
Yeah. And he was talking about the reason they named him was because they wanted him to be good at games, and I was like, man, this is anime as fuck.
So anime.
I was excited.
It's the ultimate version of Eric with a Q.
Yeah. That was Zach with a Q, but yeah.
Oh, there's both. I've seen Eric with a Q.
Oh, God. I know specifically the one I mentioned was the Zach with a Q.
Mm-hmm. That's like those, that's a more southern thing where you use an I instead of a Y, I think, right?
Yeah.
In people's names.
Yeah, I just thought that was the weirdest dream, but at the same time I was like, man, this is so cool.
Right.
Because I also said, oh, bro, because after...
That's protagonist level.
Yeah, because I told him, like, bro, have you seen Kamen Rider Blade?
No.
Because it's all, card game based, and I was like, dude, you would love this.
That's funny. That guy in the tower looks like it kind of has a face right now.
Yeah, but the point of what I was trying to make, though, to get across, whenever you're doing fantasy illustration or fantasy comics or just fantasy genre in general, I feel like it's very important that you have a good setting. Set design is, I guess, the other term that we use, because you want to make sure that people understand where they're at and like what is going on, like what level of fantasy are you in.
The set also helps you just, you can put stuff in the background, it establishes the world kind of. Like if there's statues of a certain, figure everywhere, well then that figure must be important. You don't even have to say it almost as much.
Also, people will tend to fill in the blanks if the architecture is similar to something they know.
Yeah.
Also, like, or case in point, like, Midgar in Final Fantasy VII, like how it's super, like, slummy, but it's still have like this hyper advanced, like,
very
industrial look. So you can already start making connections on like how people live without even being told. You can just, the setting itself is the character that's telling you what it looks like. Because it's all about that show don't tell philosophy, and having a good set design really helps you tell the story without having to say any words or anything like that.
Yeah, I read an interesting article one time about stuff like that for food in science fiction.
Yes, interesting.
Where like how people like eat and what like how they get food and stuff is like a really easy way to tell the setting, things like that, and like it's very important. And sometimes it's often established like really early. Like if you think like Waterworld, like the first scene, it just zooms in on Kevin Costner drinking his own piss.
Yeah,
Compare that to the Jetsons, where the first scene is them waking up and getting ready to eat breakfast.
Right.
And they've got everything's being made for them. So you immediately kind of get a tone of what's going on, because it's something already. Everyone eats and drinks and stuff like that. So
yeah,
things like that, like what the people eat and how they eat. Like, do they still eat together? Things like that.
Very much
interesting.
So. Yeah, I think that's a very interesting dynamic and a very interesting topic of discussion.
Yeah.
Because like even like really hot like fantasy series, like I guess you could even go with like Naruto. Naruto is a very outlandish kind of series, but since it has a lot of things that it's rooted in, like ninjas are a thing people know about.
Yeah, and they still sit down to eat at the ramen shop all the time.
Yeah.
So
you kind of get an idea of it being a mix of like retro future sort of style.
Yeah. Yeah, and there's a lot of that in, fantasy. Anytime there's like they have a giant feast or whatever, things like that.
Yeah, the type of food that's being eaten.
You can see the dynamic between people while they're eating. Yeah, food is a really good way to help with your setting.
I don't know how many of you are aspiring to do writing or anything like that, but this is something that should take notes on. Welcome to Matt and Wes's class on good fantasy.
Our amateur fantasy class.
Look, man, we get paid to do this. It's not amateur, we get paid. That's the only distinction between amateur and professional, chat. Are you getting paid to say it? Technically, we have subscribers, therefore we are getting paid.
Like the staring comment. I stepped out for a second, but I heard Kevin Costner. Kevin Costner is a goddamn legend. Dances with wolves and shit. Yes. We were talking about Kevin Costner for a split second, but he is a goddamn legend. You're right.
It's true.
Bro, Field of Dreams, that's my jam.
It's a good movie. Also, another thing to think about when you're doing fantasy, carvings and script and stuff like that. Base it off of something that's already like a real language, and that usually helps.
I mean, technically, if you want to go by getting paid, if that's your only job and that's your criteria for being professional. So, I don't know. Again, words like professional and things like that have a lot of different meanings.
Yeah.
I would say professional is probably if you're getting paid. Now, it could be... I don't know the complete definition. Let's look at a Webster's definition of professional real quick. Professional. Yeah, it just says a professional is a member of a profession or any person who earns their living from a specified professional activity. That's the very first thing that comes up. So I guess technically you would have to like quote earn your living, it says, by this definition. So
yes, we're both professionals. We do earn a living from this.
Well, we don't earn a living, we earn some money.
I don't know.
So I think by earn a living they mean like that's your primary income.
I guess.
So like going by that definition, we would not be professional, but we do act professional
We're
for the most part.
We're semi-pro.
Yeah. We might be we're in the minors, but we're above the YMCA level.
Yeah, let's go with that.
I think something like that. So we're very aspiring to be pro. I'd say we're probably like what, double A ball right now?
Sure.
Something like that. Oh, you don't know baseball.
I do know baseball,
Okay.
but I mean, like, they don't.
Oh, okay.
I mean,
Well, that's like minor leagues. So minor leagues. I'd say the majority, yeah, semi-pro, yeah, right there.
That's what I said.
Well, Zero said it also.
Okay.
Yeah, but yeah. But you gotta practice professional if you want to make it.
Mm-hmm. I'm here drawing in every day.
Yeah, because things like this, there's a distinction between, you know, if you're doing it as a hobby and if you're doing it to try to become professional, or you already are a professional, things like that. Like art is an easy. You can have that as a hobby. That's fine. You know, you can have pretty much anything as a hobby. So, but your mindset kind of changes once you decide to go professional. You know? If you want to start, you know, selling on the side, that kind of thing, side hustle.
Yeah.
I actually read an interesting article about a lot of like, they were discussing like what helps amateurs go like pro, and they were looking at it through knitting. Yeah.
That's interesting.
Yeah, it was pretty cool. So they were talking about how like generally they'll be in a, you know, knitting circle and things like that, and the group setting helps you improve and stuff like that, and you know, one or two people realize, you know, like they want to break out kind of and go and sell online, things like that, versus the other people who are still there. Like they might be good, you could be really good and not want to be professional.
Yeah.
Things like that.
But Wes, if you're good at something, you should do what you love. Do what you love, Wes, and then you'll never work a day in your life, Wes.
Oh my god. Also, I just like the idea that someone studied knitting, you know, for business purposes like that, to apply to in general, which I kind of like.
Did I ever tell you about how that when I was first starting doing conventions in New York, that there was somebody who was going around to tables telling them that they should pay him to do commission work because he's giving them a chance to do what they love? I don't know if I ever told you that story.
What? How does that even work?
It doesn't, but you know, the mental gymnastics people go through to make sure that they you know, are an actual asshole.
I could see that. Yeah, having hobbies you don't monetize is also a good thing. Yeah, that's definitely become a big issue now with like side hustle culture, because that can really burn you out.
I mean, to be fair, like the side hustle culture kind of exists because you can't really live off of the main hustle.
Yeah, but I mean, it's also the thing of like, you know, it's like we were talking about where like if you have a hobby that you're decent at, you should just turn it into a business or whatever. You know,
right?
You don't have to. But it's always something you can do, and so like, you know, in this day and age, it's kind of something you are more likely to do.
Yeah. Because you got to be like my coworker and start, you know, selling pictures of your feet online to help pay bills.
Yeah.
Because apparently a full-time job at the library just does not pay for anything anymore.
You know, I actually saw an article where technically almost no one can afford a, like, quote, normal 2-bedroom apartment or something in any state they live in.
Yeah.
By themselves.
Yeah, they have to have roommates.
Yeah.
since my situation here.
Something like that. You would have to earn like almost $20 an hour or something. I think it was like 18, average of $17 to $18.
Yeah, most people don't even really earn that. I mean, I earn that right now, and I'm just barely scraping by.
Yeah, and that's for an apartment though. So.
Yeah.
Prevents burnout. Yeah, definitely burnout is a really big thing. Yeah. Devin shared what on Facebook?
Something about Trump, I imagine.
No, I don't know. I'm assuming it's something with this.
Oh, it's probably about the.
Oh, it might have been what you were talking about or something. Oh, okay. Oh, that same minimum wage thing? Oh, okay.
Yeah, I figured. Yeah, that you cannot actually afford anything.
Yeah. I think what people should do more often is pay me to help monetize what they love.
It's true. Because you do love monetizing.
I do love it. I love making money. To me, selling stuff is fun.
Oh yeah.
That is my hobby. That's why I miss going to cons.
The art of the deal, man.
Yeah, exactly.
Oof, I know.
Stomach is still bothering me.
That does not sound good.
I think it's the coffee, probably.
Probably.
I haven't eaten anything for the past like 5 hours or something.
Yeah, you should probably eat something.
I don't know what I would go eat though.
Uh,
Probably food.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Got an eBay page? I used to. eBay's kind of like not that great right now. That was back when I was selling Yu-Gi-Oh stuff a lot though, when I had eBay. That account is still there, but I haven't sold anything on it. I used to sell magic cards on it too. I'd rather sell in person on Facebook right now, but you can't really, no one's going to want to meet you and get coughed on.
Yeah.
So.
Well, I mean, a lot of people are going to go see NASCAR this weekend.
Yeah. I haven't really sold cards lately. I'm mostly selling stuff with Matt.
Yeah, he's helping me sell arts and stuff on the interwebs.
Yeah, or like a Square store, Redbubble, things like that.
Which we're working on a potential sale for the weekend.
Yeah, we're gonna have a sale on this weekend.
We just haven't decided the numbers, I don't think, just yet, or what the code will be. So keep an eye out for that. We're gonna probably post it up on all social media platforms.
Definitely.
We're gonna do a sale just because of the fact we were supposed to be at a convention this weekend. So in lieu of that convention not happening, we're gonna do a sale to promote it.
But yeah, if I was going to be selling stuff online now, I mean, like I said, I'd rather do like local Facebook kind of market stuff. And I've had success with that before, like a couple, like maybe a year ago or something before we got more serious on this. Because that was when I was like, well, I don't really, I kind of find this and I have more fun doing this.
Yeah.
So. Yo, Nova's here.
What up,
right, Rip Delta. I know, right?
Yep, but I mean, it's fine. I'm actually kind of glad that they did try. They tried their best.
Yeah. They held out about as long as you could.
Yeah, they held out not as long as Monastery, but that's because Monastery is a trash show and just wants your money. Whereas Delta H-Con just like they're really small and they kind of actually need the money.
Yeah.
So like this would probably have been really detrimental to them. I don't know. They were and they tried their best to do social distancing with it, but like we were supposed to be out of quarantine by now, but like I don't know what happened. Like I don't know what to tell you. Like everything was supposed to be back to normal, but like
was supposed to be quote.
Yeah, quote as was.
Theoretically was.
Yeah.
I don't think it would have been.
I don't know either. It's tough.
I think it would, even back before the whatever, like a couple months ago, I was thinking they probably should have just been safe and canceled all the events for the year.
Yeah,
that was before it picked back up.
That as well as it should have done it just so I wouldn't have my hopes. Wouldn't have had any hopes and dreams for the year.
Yeah. I mean, the way I see it is that in America, we value personal freedom over everything else. So personal freedom comes before public safety, even because technically, I think like my personal like I'll be fine. Like if you're get it, that's not my problem. You know. So that's the thing about America is America generally always values personal freedom over anything else. So that's how you can, you know, kind of gauge the way things will break most of the time. That's why, you know, everyone's like, I'm not going to wear a mask because it's against my rights or whatever, you know, things like that. Like, they don't want to be told to do stuff. Americans don't like being told to do stuff. We didn't like being told to pay some taxes, so we threw all their shit in the fucking water, you know?
Yeah.
So that's kind of like ingrained in our culture. That's one of the few common like myths that our culture has, like a cultural origin kind of.
Yeah.
Is that. Because other than that, we really don't have much besides consumerism, really. Because we don't have too much folklore or legends or anything like that, like other countries do.
Mm-hmm. We have like some, but it's not very interesting.
We've had some. I mean, but now no one knows those things like John Henry or people like that, you know.
Or a Johnny Appleseed.
Yeah, Johnny Appleseed, things like that. Like those are kind of gone.
Or the Rip Van Winkle, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Because they're not really interesting.
Yeah, they're okay, but you know. The thing is that I don't know. The internet really helped just completely shatter like collective culture because everyone can go do their own individual thing.
Yeah.
And you don't ever have to move on from stuff because it's always there on the internet.
Right.
You can always be a fan of the same thing like forever, you know. It's kind of one of those things. Like it's much easier for the past to stay around when it's right there, like preserved forever.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, he's had much longer to become a legend.
Who?
Oh, Jersey Devil? Yeah, that's a good legend. But I don't know if that's a cultural monomyth that will hold us together. Now, I wish it was, because that's kind of sweet.
They won't.
Yeah.
Probably not.
Yeah. Zelda? Yeah, that's a good gamer one. So that's one for, like, gamers. Almost every gamer knows Zelda.
It'll be Naruto that brings us all together.
Oh, right? But yeah, it's interesting. It's always like that because the easier people can communicate, the farther they move apart.
Mm-hmm.
So, when you can only talk to people, you got to stay pretty close to them. But once you can, you know, write and send letters, you know, you can go farther away because you have someone carry a letter. So, then once you can, you know, send a signal over radio waves or over a wire or things like that, it's as far as you can get the signal to go over the wire or the waves. That's why there's a good amount of sci-fi that deals with like loneliness and isolation, because in those futures sometimes you can, you know, communicate over, you know, immense distances.
Yeah, and what's up?
I was like, is the stream like getting really laggy? Looks like. Oh yeah. Okay. Let me see if I can mess with the camera real quick. The stream has gone like insane. Yeah. No, the screen's like totally screwed up.
What
I'm
happened?
trying to see if I can fix it. I reset the camera, but I don't know if that'll work.
Well, I'll just be here, doing what I do
Let's see
always.
what it does real quick. I might just reset the stream. It's not like I have the bitrate set very high either. I might have to go lower, dude. Is it still messed up? Someone let me know. Looks good now? Okay. Tell you about how we both met and set sail to the new world. I guess, well, here's how the story goes.
Well, we found out about a treasure in the new Americas.
Yeah, right?
There's no doubt.
Mm-hmm. Probably zoom back. That's like crazy. What are these things on this helmet?
This is hair.
Oh, that's his hair. Oh, okay. That's cool.
Yeah. Again, a lot of the stuff we had talked about for the culture that was in this area was that it was, or at least the outfits were from African things. So I figured, why don't we,
Yeah, that sounds cool.
Put it into the outfits that these characters are wearing.
Mm-hmm. Definitely.
Because I imagine even though these mercenaries are under contract and things like that, and they have like a semi standard uniform, there'd probably be some flair to each one of them to make them look a bit more.
Yeah, it's kind of just like dress as you are. It's like a code,
Yeah, dress as you are, but at least have a mask in this sort of sense, and make sure that they understand that your blade has the number of coins that it takes to actually hire you, so that make sure there's somewhere on your armor or on your person that tells people how much you're worth.
Yeah, it's because that's your rank also. Pretty much things like that. You're worth what you cost,
Yeah.
That kind of thing.
Oh yeah, it's just in time for the discourse on on commissions.
Yeah.
That's funny.
I think it's gonna crash again.
Love it.
Starting to lag again.
It's because we what's the word? It's some Illuminati conspiracy.
Easily. I don't reset it. We met on the Grand Line, right?
What if we kissed on the Grand Line? I mean, I'm joking.
I love those memes
Unless...
of like, what if we were wherever and we kissed or whatever. Those are so funny.
Yeah.
I saw one that was just like, but what if we kissed in the Goodwill electronics section? I'm just like, what? The fuck? I'm probably gonna reset this right. But first, I'm gonna bounce real quick.
Yeah.
Chat. Let me know if he looks. There will be a caning.
Look, they're just gonna tell you that I did look, regardless of if.
Trust them.
It's fucked up, chat. Someone else is entering. Ellen, chat. What's up, Ellen? Just here to bug. How's writing going?
It's going.
Okay. It's going over here. Got some dude with a spear fighting this dude with the knives. Having an epic battle in a coliseum. What's chat up to, Ellen?
Can't tell you.
Oh, okay, that's fair. Oh, apparently, I know we were gonna play Spooky House later, but apparently, Louie and Mike are also gonna come over too to play with us.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I know you wanted to talk too, so we can do that right after the stream's over. What did you, do you have any other games that you wanted to play?
Oh, Sabrina's enticing me to visit her
Okay.
because there's a boy in her room.
Ah, boy.
I must visit the boy.
Alright. Give the boy lots of kisses. By the boy, we mean the cat, not Austin.
Jamie. Hi, Jamie.
This picture seems like a lot of fun so far.
Looks good.
Thanks.
Okay, I'm gonna go back to editing.
Okay. Have fun. Let me know if I can help you with anything.
I don't think you can with this one.
Alright.
Figured it. The offer.
Yeah, I figured it off either way.
Okay. I'll head out.
Alright. Have fun. Does everyone say bye to Ellen?
Jamie already did.
Well, everyone else, obviously. Bye.
Bye.
I don't know why I randomly have the Beautiful People song stuck in my head by Marilyn Manson. It's so bizarre. I don't think I've heard that song in years. The beautiful people, the beautiful people. It's all relative to the size of your steeple. Oh, the beautiful people. Oh, I hear Wes washing hands. It means it's almost time for my caning. The thing chat came here for.
I've returned. What did I miss? Oh, Ellen was. Oh, Ellen Sabrina was here?
Yeah, Ellen was here.
Oh, okay.
And Sabrina's.
Oh, okay.
I've stopped drawing because I'm ready to be caned.
Oh, nice. All right. Well, let's do this then.
Yeah, because I just know that they're going to tell you that I looked at chat.
Let me see. Let me see. Hold on. Hold on. Yeah, they're saying can you? Yeah, story checks out. I have the high ground.
No!
Don't forget, I'm behind the camera. Ash says, do you ever have those days when you feel upset / sad, but not really for any particular reason? That's me right now. Oh.
I feel like that a lot. Yeah, it's been...
Yeah, I've been there before.
It's been a rough year for me in that regard, too.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of times where you're just... Everything just kind of... You can't really pinpoint why you feel a certain way, but you just do.
Yeah, and it's okay to feel bad.
Yeah, there's no reason not to feel bad. I mean, like, you know what I mean? Like, when you feel bad, you should just let it happen. Is, I guess, the word I'm looking for. Because, like...
Oh, he was singing Marilyn Manson, though? Yeah, he's getting a thing for that.
Yeah. I just randomly had the Beautiful People song stuck in my head for some reason.
Okay.
But no, back to the important thing. It's like, when you feel something and you don't know why, I think it's important to just feel the feeling.
Mm-hmm.
Because you should you can't, like, just let it bottle up. It has to come out at some point. So, might as well just, let it out then and there and just let it be a thing that you have and just own the fact that, yeah, I feel sad. I don't know why, but I'm still feeling sad and I want to be sure that I feel it out rather than, just let it fester. Because regardless of whatever anyone says, it is important to feel whatever it is you're feeling.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you can always just, you feel bad and then you just kind of, like, acknowledge it and you're like, maybe let's try and figure out what's going on,
Yeah, and again...
A little introspective.
I always recommend, too, when you're feeling bad, getting introspective, especially before you go tell someone you're feeling bad, because a lot of the times people will, with good intentions, still say things along the lines of, well, just, here, how can we fix it? Because the problem is that you don't need it to be fixed. You need to feel it.
Yeah.
And a lot of people come to the mindset that I'm feeling bad, therefore something is wrong with me and I need to fix that. And that's not the mindset you should have. The mindset you should have is, I'm feeling bad and I need to understand why I'm feeling these feelings. It's not here to fix it. You're here to feel it.
Yeah, I mean, well, once you understand why you're feeling that way, that's when you can try to correct it.
Exactly.
It's like, well, maybe some needs aren't being met, or you just, life is not so good, that kind of thing.
Yeah, but I still think it's
express that.
Yeah, it's still very important though. Is the expressing and feeling it.
Yeah. Not
going about it in a sense that if I need to fix it. That's the problem. I feel most people kind of fall in, or the trap a lot of people fall into. Is I need to fix it.
Oh yeah, no, we're armchair therapists like all day.
Oh yeah. We do really good customer service.
Yeah, pretty much.
We both worked in retail.
Yeah. Once you've worked retail, yeah. I stared into the abyss of the empty shoe store. If John's here in stream still, he knows what's up. Yeah, no problem, anytime.
Yeah. Again, like, I always recommend before you go to anybody is just let yourself feel it. Like, just try to feel out what it is, and then why you're feeling it, and then what you want from this feeling that you're getting. Because going to somebody is a good thing when it gets to a certain point where you do need somebody to help you fix it. But going to them immediately is going to usually make you feel a little worse.
If it is like someone, if it's someone that kind of thing, and that they're doing something, you don't want to just go up to them and use like what it's generally referred to as like you statements.
Yeah.
Like you are doing this, because then they're going to be on the defensive. So you want to use I statements like I'm feeling this way, things like that. Like I'm feeling like my needs aren't met.
Yeah,
things like that.
It's very important that you own the feeling, because if you're not owning the feeling, and that's not going to help you. You got to own it. The very important thing is owning the feeling.
Yeah, because there's a few things people hate more than someone just walking up and being like, you're doing whatever, you're the cause of all my problems, that kind of thing. Like, if it's worded, like that, it's not good. You don't want to start a discussion with the other person immediately
on the defense,
like that. Yeah. Right, retail is a dark place, yeah.
I remember Wes almost had to fuck the customer once.
I did almost have. I thought I was supposed to fuck the customer there. Like, it was like, there was the thinnest line. There was the thinnest line of having to take customer service to the next level.
Yeah, it's how it be sometimes.
Yeah.
Sometimes you just gotta fuck the customer, man.
Yeah. Yeah, this is a ridiculous story. John was there for this, but basically, there was this lady, and so me and John had, she was a bit older, not too old,
Okay.
and then like, so we had helped her and her friend, and we had walked around the store, we had talked with them, and we had joked and everything, and everything was great, and then. We must have spent, quite a while with them, 30 minutes or more, walking around the store, helping them buy everything, talking and things like that. And then, we rang them out and they left. And we noticed about like two to 3 minutes after they left that one of them had left an item behind. And we were like, shit, so we went to try to see them, but they were already gone. So we're like, okay, well, they'll call. Hopefully, we'll keep it here at the back desk. And so they call back. And their tone is like completely different. They're like, it's all y'all's fault. Y'all were laughing around and joking and everything. You guys weren't being serious at all. This is your fault. Things like I'm coming back there and you better make this right. I better get something for having to drive back over there. We're just like, what the heck? Like complete 180, And so me and John are just like, yeah, we're just going to give her some small items. I think we gave her like $10, $15 worth of items. This is what we had decided. We're like, we're gonna give her some of these little lights or whatever. And she comes in, and she's still like, pissed. She's like, I had to drive, back all across town, and she's just like, well, what are you gonna do? And we're like, yeah, here you can have some of these little lights and this, And then she's like, just almost is about to, after that, she almost breaks down and starts crying. She's like, you guys. You don't know how much this means that I had to drive all the way across town and I was trying to go see my brother, but like he was being whatever. Yeah, I forgot the exact word she's using, but she's talking about like she went to try to see her brother, and I guess they have something between them that isn't going so well,
Yeah.
And so then she's like, and I bought this robe, and I think I'm gonna look cute in it, but I can never get any guys to stay over, She's like all of a sudden starts talking about her dating life real quick,
Yeah.
She's like, I'm only 55, and like no one wants to be with me, like that. And we and him are just like, holy shit, like, oh no,
Yeah.
She's like that, and then, yeah, so she does, and then she's like, thank you guys, she doesn't cry, but she was really close, and then she leaves, and then all of a sudden I just turn to John, and I'm like, John, was I supposed to fuck the customer right there? Like, he just died. Just died. Yeah, it was insane. That was like one of the craziest, like, stories. But
yeah,
he just died. I'm like, we need to call the district manager right now and see what he would say, because we were supposed to love the customer. That was like the thing we were all saying.
Yeah, that was I remember that.
Yeah, because yeah, exactly. It was just like a crazy porn setup. It's like she was like inviting me, so I was like, what? I was like so confused. She's like, no, I just wanted to look cute for someone. I'm just like, what is happening? This is nutty.
Yeah, it's pretty wild.
Yeah, it went from like I said, everything was great. Then all of a sudden on the phone, she was crazy mad. Then she was super depressed, and then she left, in a flurry of emotion. It was a roller coaster of emotion.
Oh yeah.
So, yeah.
So if you're ever feeling bad, just remember, it could be worse.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I hope she's fine.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that was just crazy. Yeah, she was, like, with her friend, time of her life, whatever, got on the phone, insanely mad, and then came back and was not feeling good. She was yeah, it was definitely sad. Like, her voice was, like, sad. Yeah, I was just like, whoa.
Yeah, there's a lot of things happening there.
Yeah. And so that's the story where I thought I was going to have to take customer service to the next level.
I'm still thinking you should have.
I mean,
Customer before God, Wes.
I know I should have done it for the job, but, like, I don't know. You know, I didn't know her. I barely know her. You know.
Oh, I get it, man. Yeah.
Like that's just not me, man. You know.
I know.
Like that's something special. You know.
Yeah, I know you gotta.
I just don't want to like waste that on the customer. You know. Like,
yeah, get it.
Then I have to fuck every customer.
I get you.
That's the only problem.
I know you also want to wine and dine them. You know. Try to be polite.
Like, you know, like. It's not right. You know, it's not fair to the other customer.
No, I understand.
You know?
What's up?
Nova's like, Wes, you want employee of the month, right? We did not have employee of the month, so luckily I didn't have. That was not on my mind. Now, perhaps at another day, you know, you need this, right?
You want the employee of the month badge, don't you?
Yeah. You want to get that third picture on the wall, don't you?
Yeah, right. Just start crying.
Yeah. Oh, that was just one of those weird stories, man.
Yeah, that was a wild one. I remember that one.
Mm-hmm.
That one made me laugh every time.
But yeah, no, but the employee of the month story though, that's kind of similar to the thing where the company started having us like turn in like we were supposed to write up stories of what happened with the customer.
Yeah.
And stuff like that. And so we just started making up like John had a real one where like people left, went to another store, came back, like all this stuff, like, you know, actual, like a real customer service thing.
Mm-hmm.
And he lost to the manager in the district that like everyone hated. And their only story was like, I danced with the customer. Like they didn't even buy anything. Their story was just they danced with the customer for like 5 minutes or something. And so after that, we just decided we were making them all up.
Yeah.
We were never going to do a serious one again. And so, yeah, that's what I thought. I thought the staff hand is weird, but it's going behind his back. So.
Yeah, this arm right here you're talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know what you mean. It's just because it's like behind the back sort of thing.
But, yeah, so John decides, like, and this is during, like, the fidget spinner craze.
Yeah, oh gosh.
So John's like, okay, my fake story for the month. And he writes that, like, he's demoing the fidget spinner and kids come up and challenge him to a, quote, spin-off. Like some sort of dumb anime shit,
yeah.
You know? And so he's like, writes some story about like connecting with the youth and like in a spin-off. And the district manager fucking ate it up.
Oh, yeah.
He ate it up and loved it. And then it was funny because when he came to give him his like gift card or whatever thing, he was like, I just want to thank you for loving the customer. And John was like, Daniel, they're 10. Don't say that. I wasn't loving any of them. That's not what happened.
I love that shit, yeah. Yeah, I remember that shit.
And he had to keep telling that to him like 5 times. He's like, look, Daniel, I wasn't loving them. I didn't love them. Don't call Chris Hansen. Yeah, so that was the fake story that won. It was like, it was so stupid.
Yeah, that's really bad.
We couldn't believe they thought that was real.
I mean, I can. It's just sad that it...
Yeah. They challenged me to a spin-off. Yeah, the Beyblade creator was supposed to make like a fidget spinner anime, but I don't think it ever happened.
Yeah, because again, it didn't really catch on.
Yeah.
It was legit just a fad.
Yeah. But... yeah, John, even when John was like explaining it, when he was telling me about it, he's like, so I just told him, you know, he's like, I hadn't like he hadn't really talked through it, so he's like, yeah, I was just standing there, and then, you know, they were like, hey, you spin good. I challenge you to a spin-off right now. You know, he said he just like wasn't even like selling it. And the dude was fucking eating it up. He's like, yeah, tell me more. Yeah.
Tell me more.
What'd they say? You know, like that. And he's like,
yeah, tell me more.
Yeah. Yeah, fuck, I wish I could have been there for that shit. It was just like legendary, like dumb fucking moment.
Legendary idiocy.
Yeah, it's like, are you kidding me?
How did we get here?
Yeah.
Where did I go wrong, chat?
I know.
Well, that's one character down.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if you notice here, I do have 3 little coins in their spear.
Jamie, yeah, it's pretty much just like that.
What's up?
Jamie says, the DM, tell me more about how you love those kids. Yeah, it was basically that.
Terrible.
John was like, don't say that, quit saying that.
But yeah,
Alright, sorry.
No, that's cool. 3 coins here because this is how much it costs to actually.
Yeah, those are like expensive ass coins.
Yeah. So it costs, and then like I might imagine like these have different colors too, so to like be like it's like instead of just 3 copper pieces, it's like 3 gold.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, stuff like that. I like the idea that there's like some weird currencies and things like that.
Mm-hmm. Also, I noticed that my hand has been sweating a lot more recently as I draw. Probably the coffee. Coffee usually makes me sweat more. Actually, I had to have some coffee before we started streaming, chat. I didn't really get any this morning. I've been up for a while. So, got the extra caffeinated stuff, so we can go as long as we need to.
The super coffee run.
Yeah.
John, I'm glad to know you're the employee who will love the children. No, I didn't do that. I didn't love them. It wasn't me, I swear.
Take a seat, John.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, Chris Hansen tells him to sit down in a massage chair.
Yeah.
That's what it would be. That would be the Brookstone version of that. Take a seat in the massage chair. Take a seat.
But yeah, I hope that helped you a bit, Ash, with trying to figure out what it is that you need to be feeling and things like that. Because again, it's your feelings. You need to be able to process them yourself first before you really sit down and figure out what it is you want to do with those emotions.
Yeah, no, she said she was good.
All right, cool.
Yeah,
I didn't know.
Just double check there. Yeah.
Yeah, double check. I can't read chat. So
no, you can't. You're not allowed to.
No, not allowed.
Look, right now you just need to read the art.
Sure.
That's it. He says thank you.
No problem. That's what we're here for.
Yeah.
That and good art.
Yeah.
TED Talks and good art.
Cool kid stream.
You know what's punk rock, Wes? Letting people feel things.
Mm-hmm.
Because you know what's punk rock about that? Is it goes against consumerist theology that
goes against the norm.
Yeah, because you need to feel like shit so you can only be completed with this thing you've bought.
Exactly.
Which is a great segue, chat, in that you should feel like shit because you don't have my art in your house.
It's true.
You should buy more.
Our art will fill the hole in your life.
Yes.
It's like all that shitty IKEA furniture in Fight Club.
I like to think we have one here.
Yeah. Wondering if it's just stress building up from the stress of working at home and being combined with being shut in. Yeah, probably.
Honestly, you really got to be good to yourself. The world's ending. If you're not going to be good to yourself at the end of the world, when are you going to be good to yourself?
Now, Ash makes an interesting point. She has an entire wall dedicated.
I know she does. Yeah.
So you're good.
You're good. No, you're good. It's to all the other homeboys out there that don't have our art.
They need a wall.
Yeah. That's why specifically we're saying you don't need to feel like shit. All these other motherfuckers out here. Sorry, I couldn't resist. It's such a good that's such a good gag.
Yeah, definitely. Exactly, yeah, they gotta get on your level. #1 super fan right now.
Oh yeah.
Jacob says he would like to say that he has some of Matt's art and still feels like shit though.
Damn it. Shush there. You're ruining the illusion of capitalism. Capitalism has everything you need.
You're right. That's true. Yeah, a lot of people in this stream do have stuff from us. We've got a lot of you know, returning customers and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Which I really like, because we have, like, a nice community.
For sure.
Yeah, I love seeing all the people we know at cons and stuff.
We haven't gotten toxic yet. We haven't gotten the toxic fandom yet.
It's true.
It's exciting.
I know. Still wholesome.
Yeah. We're still pure.
Still a loving community here.
Yeah.
No, it'll make you feel better.
It'll make her feel better?
Buying the art.
Oh, yeah.
It's the instant placebo you need in the modern era. Jamie says once we hit 10K, she'll cancel us on Twitter.
Damn.
Right?
How are you gonna cancel me? I don't know. I don't know. What have I done that needs that makes me get canceled?
Yeah, I don't know.
Chat, predict how I will be canceled. Let's go with that.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Yeah.
Oh, Ash says the Geki yellow art doesn't like to stay on the wall. Well, that's because it's so wild.
Yeah. I didn't know where this was going. That was going.
No, that's what I added. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I know that. I didn't know where that joke was going.
Yeah, it's just too wild. You can't just keep it on the wall.
Yeah.
No way. But yeah, it'll be interesting how you get canceled.
Yeah, I'm excited.
Yeah. I'm thinking you say something racist about Hawaiians. That's my guess.
That sounds about right.
That's my guess.
Yeah.
You're going to slip up somewhere, and it's going to come out, you know, that you had a comment 10 years ago about Hawaiians. That's what it's going to be.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
And that's why everyone's going to be so shocked. Because everyone loves Hawaiians.
It's true.
Jamie says it doesn't matter. She'll just take any small thing and blow it wildly out of context. Since that's how it works.
Yeah, it is. And I hate it, but yeah. What else? What are some other good ones in chat?
Yeah, everyone's just kind of just talking about stuff.
Oh, okay.
Isolate the kids talk, yeah, right. Yeah, I don't know. That is weird that the same tape won't hold it up. Again, it's too wild. That's funny. Hobbs says that you're gonna get canceled because furries become mainstream and you've slandered them too much.
Oh, yeah, no, that's fair. That is fair.
That's what's gonna happen.
If I get canceled by furries, I guess that's fine. I'm fine with that being the way I go down. Or someone's gonna say claims to be anti-furry, but liked a brand new animal.
Yeah.
What's that about, man?
What's that about? What's that about? How dare he like a good show that's not normally something he'd watch?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Jamie says, we'll take your talk about feelings earlier and be like, he thinks he's a psychiatrist. Sorry, sweetie, but that's not how it works. I got a B in AP high school psych class. I would know.
Wow. Yeah. Yeah. The fact that feels real is what really hurts.
Mm-hmm.
I imagine also like it might end up being something like I draw a character whose like skin tone is maybe like not dark enough or something. I could see that being a thing. So I know that's like been a big thing on like people getting canceled for if they don't draw the skin tone just right.
Mm-hmm.
I know
that's usually an issue with lighting.
Yeah. I don't want to get into.
Yeah.
I don't want to get into that one. That discourse is annoying, just because I don't like the discourse of like both sides on that one feel really frustrating.
I agree with that.
because you're like, yes, lighting is a thing, and people need to understand that there is, shading and stuff like that does affect skin tones. But then at the same time, it's like, yes, there are some things where they just do it blatantly wrong.
Jamie says she'll just take what you that just out of context and cancel you now.
All right, perfect. We got it.
We got it. All right, we're ahead of the curve. We've already been canceled.
Thanks, Jamie.
You're a great help.
Because yeah, I can't do anything in shades of gray. Not on the internet.
Mm-hmm.
It's either you're perfect or you're Hitler.
Perfect or Hitler. Internet's favorite game. I'm a big fan. I love it.
End of the day, we all lose.
Mm-hmm. Well, unless you're Hitler.
No, I mean he's dead though, so I don't know if he's winning. Is he winning?
No, I don't know. I haven't looked at the scoreboard recently.
Neither have I.
Yeah. It's a hard game to follow, honestly.
Yeah.
It doesn't play well as an esport.
Too much back and forth. I need an.
There's too much context. There's too much context that isn't on screen.
I just need. I need an advantage bar.
Yeah, they need more meters and HUD stuff.
I agree.
Yeah.
Not just because I always agree, but
Mm-hmm. Yeah, if people aren't posting like Hitler ratings in their cancel posts, then how am I supposed to know how much to be offended?
Yeah.
Because at this point, just literally Hitler is not enough.
Yeah. Apparently not. We elected it.
It's not enough. Your mom's calling? All right. Hope everything's good.
Yeah. Well, if my mom's calling, it's usually not good. So hope everything's working out okay for you.
My mom usually just calls for something goofy. So. Uh-oh. Sure, we'll be on for a while, so.
Yeah, we got until usually around 10, but I can go a little later.
Yeah, I mean, well, it's already past 9:30.
Oh, it is? Wow.
Yeah.
It took us a while. Sorry, chat. We haven't gotten much done.
Devin says we're canceled also.
Oh, cool. Good to know.
All right.
Devin's the protector of the internet, too, so.
Dude, Devin is there. He's there to protect the internet from free speech.
Yeah.
$10 a.m. That's funny.
Huh?
I'd love to see this guy try to draw till 10 a.m. I'd like to see him try to stay awake until 10 a.m., even doing nothing.
I like sleeping, man. What the fuck? What's wrong with that? I just like to sleep, man.
JKH is canceled? What is that? Japanese Kingdom Hearts?
Japanese Kingdom Hearts.
I don't know. Do you know any other acronym that would fit? JKH?
J.K. Rowling of Harry Potter?
Okay, yeah. Oh, that's you. Oh, okay. He's tagging like you. Okay. It was in all caps, so I thought it was like an acronym. That's funny. Yeah, if you cancel yourself, you gain like immunity to it. It's like some anime shit, you become uncancelable. It's like Civil War, in part 7.
Yeah.
Yeah. What were you gonna say?
I was thinking it's Muhammad from that episode of South Park.
Oh yeah, that works too. Yeah.
When you get the powers of Muhammad, no
Yeah,
one can make fun of you.
Yeah, it can't be made fun of. Or you could be like Spider-Man's mech. No one can defeat you because
Yeah.
it can't be filmed.
That's true. I can just barely touch this thing. And it's
no, it always just turn. It's funny to watch it just turn off on you.
I imagine so.
You're like Sisyphus rolling the ball up the hill.
It's suffering? It's eternal suffering?
Always was. Jolene Cujo high res. That's great. We're always down for more Jolene. I can't wait for part 6 to be animated.
Alright. Got some people. And they're in the Coliseum, so we got that going for us.
You had a dream you were a rapper named Lukewarm with a country accent? That's great.
Wait, who had this?
Nova.
Nice. Nice.
That's a SoundCloud rapper persona if I've ever heard one.
Yeah.
That's amazing. You think the hood's tough? Try waking up 4 a.m. every day. Farm life.
Mm-hmm.
People doing drive-bys on tractors out here. Looks good.
Yeah.
I'd be like, you know how hard it is for a rapper to get a date on Farmers Only?
Extremely.
Crazy. Devin says, hey man, my friend's dad died in a drive-by tractor incident.
Not shocked.
Yeah, no way.
Not with somebody whose family looks like they own slaves.
Yeah, right? Oh my god.
Man,
That fucking story.
man, you look like your family owns slaves.
Right?
Man, you fucking look like that.
That was so funny. You just look like your family owned slaves.
He's just like, oh, okay.
What the fuck? Yeah, that went from 0 to that.
Yeah.
Like, that was fucking shit.
I mean, were they wrong though?
Oh, nice. I've been canceled due to my joke about drive-by tractor incidents.
Nice. Nice.
Did you know over 0 Americans are killed in drive-by tractor incidents?
Start playing the song like with In the Eyes of the Angels and shit.
Yeah.
For just a few dollars a month, you two
Yeah.
can help save lives.
Every year, a non-zero number of Americans are killed or wounded in drive-by tractor accidents. Send us your money now to help these people.
These poor souls, and just yeah.
No, that's just how people are. So.
Oh, with the cancel culture?
Yeah.
Yeah. Alright, chat. I'm gonna take 5. I need to use the restroom real quick.
They cancel others because they have canceled themselves.
Dun dun dun.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Once we get back, I'll probably work a little bit on the background. Get it a little just right, and then we'll
Yeah.
maybe call it there, depending on what time it is.
Yeah. Exactly. You don't want people to become what I have deemed level 100 metapods. They can no longer evolve. They can only become harder. That's it. The level 100 metapod looks to the sky and weeps because he knows he will never fly.
This looks pretty good though.
Ooh, I think I just bumped the thing there.
I like this like chip damage on the spear right here. I don't know if y'all can see that.
Exactly. Pokey deep. Yup. I can. I'm a lyrical wordsmith, you know. This is what happens when you work retail. Especially because the store I worked in was in the abandoned mall, pretty much. So there was nothing to do but contemplate. That and watch movies and anime. And read a bunch of manga. I'd like to thank everyone for sticking around. It's been almost 2 hours here, so really appreciate it. Yeah, it actually wasn't that bad of a retail job, surprisingly. It was kind of a small store, so you just had to know what you were doing. But like the weirdos would come into that mall. That and a lot of kids. Had to kick out a bunch of kids. I remember there was one time where there was like 5-10-year-olds watching VR porn on the VR headset.
I came in at a weird time. I'll leave if that's okay. We're talking about VR porn, apparently, that 10-year-olds were watching.
Yeah.
Yeah, bye, Ellen, sorry.
Yeah, I had to kick them out of the store. I was like wishing their mom would come back so I could tell them that's why I kicked them out.
Okay. Now the real question, chat, is how do I go about the background?
Right? Yeah, more kid loving. Yeah.
Right? Oh, jeez. How do I do this?
No, you just want to kind of like paint it. The background, probably you could do the paint thing.
Yeah.
Especially since the crowd is going to be.
Yeah, the crowd will be painted and all that stuff. I just didn't know how much black ink is going to be used for the background. I might just... let me see what we got here. I might just like do the outline.
The outline of the top of the Coliseum.
Yeah.
And then probably like some of the supporting structure.
Yeah, and then we'll go from there.
Yeah, because painting the crowd in would look better if they're just like dotted.
Yeah, I think that's probably where I'm going to go with. To be honest with you, now that I'm like looking at it, I'm like, maybe I shouldn't have even bothered using line art for this part here. I mean, it looks cool.
Yeah, I think that looks cool because it's really defined.
Yeah.
And that's what you want to showcase.
Yeah, so we'll
So I would ink the structural part, and then just watercolor dot in the crowd.
Yeah,
And then you can just watercolor, or you can just do whatever for the buildings in the back also.
for sure. Though that's just gonna be watercolor since they're
Yeah.
super far back.
Mm-hmm.
There's gonna be some fire coming off of this, I imagine.
But yeah, that wasn't even the only time someone was watching porn on the VR headset. Someone asked me like, "Hey, do you know how to get the VR porn to work on this?" And they like had a porn video up on Pornhub. I was like, "No, I don't. Sorry."
What the fuck?
Yeah.
Brazenness.
Yeah. I thought I had a different one for gifts. That's weird that didn't come up. I'm gonna have to go check that. Thanks, Devin.
A resident emote troubleshooter.
Yeah, right. A resident big spender. Young Devin. He did just go drop like 100 G's on a new car. 10 million G's even.
Yeah. I mean, hey man, he's got a good job now.
It's true.
And rent's super cheap.
Yeah.
So I'll be that way.
Devin over here living that life. He's getting Burger Street brought over every night.
I know.
It's fucking crazy. He's living it.
Living it up, man.
Yeah, look at that. One, and I don't even want to count those zeros. It's too much.
It's too damn high.
It's too much, man. Devin with money is dangerous.
It is.
It's dangerous.
It's a dangerous game when we're playing.
I don't want to know what kind of fucked up shit he can pay for people to do to him now.
Yeah, neither do I.
Yeah, no way. As I say, you might want to put in a second wall or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Because
Yeah.
if the crowd's triple tiered.
Yeah, no, this is it's the way it's actually made. It's gonna be 2-tiered, but this bottom one here is gonna be like there's gonna be like like cages and stuff.
Okay, I got you. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Yeah, it's like if you just walked into Best Buy and you're just like, "Hey, how do I get porn to play on all of these TVs at once? I need to like check the quality."
Hey man, I got nothing. I literally have nothing for that.
That's what that shit's kind of like. Yeah, what else? Oh, multiple scammers in several different ways.
Yeah.
Fraud check scammers. And, okay, this one lady would come around every time she wasn't banned from the mall with her kids. And she, like, gives them, like, she was giving them, like, face masks and bandages and stuff. And they had a sign that was like, "I have throat cancer and I need money," basically. Something like that. Like, I can't speak, because I have throat cancer, I need money. And so one time they're both there and John's like, "Oh, which one of y'all is the one that can't speak?" And then one of them goes, "That's me." He's like, "That's what I thought. I'm calling security." Like that.
Their mom probably was pissed.
Yeah, she'd have to wait another like 2 months to come back to the mall. So yeah. Yeah, I was like, "How you gonna do that shit with your kids? Like, come on."
Hey man, she's teaching them the truest and true art, the art of the hustle.
Right. But yeah, I just love that. Which one of y'all is the one that can't speak? Oh, that's me. What other one? John would do the savagest things when I wasn't there. I was so sad that I missed some of these. That or the one where some guy comes in and he's like trying to sell him on some Jesus stuff, and he's like,
"I'm Muslim."
Yeah, and John just goes, "Well, I'm Muslim," and then the dude's like, "But you're white."
It's like, so?
Yeah, you just said that. But you're white.
Check your privilege.
That's the funniest. I'm like, oh my god.
Yeah, John did not give a fuck at a certain point in that job.
No. And they weren't buying anything anyway, so you don't have to care at that point.
Yeah.
They're just coming in to harass you. And they were walking around the mall harassing people anyway.
Yeah, yeah.
So. Yeah, because the other time there was like a weird prayer circle right in front of our store.
Yeah.
Yeah, after they moved the bench out of the way, all the weirdos started standing in there.
It's how it be sometimes.
Right? Scritchy scratchy pen out.
Mm-hmm. Gotta get the ASMR going, you know.
Oh no, you're doing Walmart? Oh.
Wait, who's doing Walmart?
Nova.
Oof.
Yeah, no, so you're missing a wall in the back.
Yeah.
Or a tier. I think that's like 1, 2. You only have 1. Is this the top of this?
Yeah, this is the top of this.
Yeah, so you're missing a wall, right?
1? Yeah. Oh shit.
See? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2.
Yeah, I don't know how this happened. Chat!
Told you to watch out.
Yeah, I fucked up. Alright, well that's fine. We're gonna have to just add a 3rd tier, I guess. Yeah, we're just gonna have to add 1. I don't know how this happened, chat. This has never happened to me before.
It's never, this happens to a lot of guys, but it's never happened to me.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. The place of crimson smiles. That's funny. There you go. I think you saved it.
Yeah.
We've mostly saved it.
Saved it.
Mostly saved it.
Bob Ross it.
And straight Bob Rossing out here, son. First we do the Bob Ross, then we do the Rick Ross.
Crisscross.
Oh yeah, we can crisscross, dude. That rhymes. Gotta have a bunch of gates. Then you let out like 100 tigers or something to fight. But that must have been wild when they filled the place with water.
Oh
The
yeah.
actual Coliseum
Yeah,
back in the
yeah,
day. Right. He needs to get a confirmed kill so he can just get a teardrop tattoo.
God. We're on that now. Look, I probably killed somebody.
I don't know, that's not confirmed, man. If it's not confirmed, you can't get the tat.
It's fair, I guess.
It makes me think of like Don't Be a Menace.
Yeah.
Where the dude had like marker down and shit. I think they like look really dumb. I fucking love that movie. Just remember, don't be a menace to South Central while drinking your juice in the hood. That's all I gotta say. We were arrested for being black on a Saturday night. Luckily, it was just a misdemeanor. Some shit like that.
Yeah.
It was Saturday or Friday, but I love that parlay. Luckily, it was just a misdemeanor. That's the Wayne's brothers in their prime.
Mm-hmm.
There we go. Now everything's matching up. But who would win, chat? One spear boy versus two dagger boy. I don't. Still a little laggy.
Oh, we're almost done, so.
Mm-hmm. I think I might just go ahead and change the bitrate. I don't know. We've got good internet. I think it's just my computer. It's not really designed for streaming.
Yeah, that might be it.
You think the dagger guy's got this? I mean, if he's in close, he's gonna have a much easier time.
Mm-hmm. Look, man, it's not the size of the blade.
Mm-hmm.
It's the motion of the motion.
The motion of the motion right there.
Yeah.
Remember that.
Remember that, chat.
Remember that. It's the motion of the motion. I motion to end this motion so we can get it on. That's the Senate porno.
I mean, isn't that just what it is normally?
Right.
I feel like I get fucked a lot by that.
Right.
Current Senate right now is a lot of NTR, and I'm not really big of a fan of that.
I've got a stimulus package for you.
Is it more than $1,200? Is it some actual relief?
I mean, it'll be a kind of relief, you know.
Temporary, I'm guessing. Lasts lasts only a short amount of time.
You know, probably.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Gotta watch his legs? Yeah, definitely. Get in under his spear. Hamstring him real quick. I am surprised there haven't been any good political pornos lately.
It's probably because it hits a little too close to home.
Yeah, I just remember the Obama one with the Cash for Chunkers.
I remember
Parody of the Cash for Clunkers.
I remember the Sarah Palin one.
Yeah, that one too. Nailin' Palin.
Yeah, that was a while.
Yeah, where the Russians' tank broke down, you know, because they were right outside her house in
Yeah.
Alaska.
God, that's funny. That one was really funny. I also remember when everyone got the Palin haircut, and that's how you're like, oh, so these are the Karens.
Yes.
The proto-Karens were the Sarah Palins.
Yes.
Anyone with the Sarah Palin haircut was the exact same personality. Fucking Karen.
She was like an evil librarian. That's
Yeah.
kind of what she looked like. Evil librarian / evil secretary.
Yeah.
/ like the Omega PTA mom.
I just remember that there was one person who was talking about like how why the liberals hated Sarah Palin, and one of the reasons they said that the liberals hated Sarah Palin was because she has like 5 kids. One of them has Down syndrome. Liberals don't allow that to happen. I was like, oh my god, you fucking dumbass. Oh boy, that's just not how that works. Well, obviously, they abort the child before they can find out that the child has, Down syndrome. For those of you who don't know how Down syndrome works, you actually don't know that that's going to happen until after the child is born. So you actually cannot pick that up. It's not something you can pick up before the third trimester.
I just noticed something else.
What?
Like this wall is curving down and your other wall's kind of curving up.
Shit. Oh no, Ray Matthew, you fucking dumbass. Alright, well. Picture's ruined, chat. Picture's fucking ruined. Oh well. That's probably fine.
I think we'll just take it to digital.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's...
Just draw another piece over it and digitally splice it in.
Yeah, that's probably what's gonna have to happen. Alright, well, that sucks, but, you know, that probably shouldn't bother inking the rest of this. Alright, well, that sucks. Sailor V, life goes on.
This is the one eye conundrum, because look, bring it back up. So this side, flawless. Tries to go do the second eye. Done. Like our neighbor said.
Yeah.
And like legitimately every picture he had was someone only had one eye.
Yeah.
That was fucking hilarious.
Man, that blows. I'm a little tilted, I'm not gonna lie, chat. Part of me just wants to redo the entire thing.
Oh damn. No, I like the figures.
Yeah.
I would just go to another make another page of it.
Yeah.
I wouldn't redo it, but everything else looks fine.
Yeah, I'll probably just have to draw the background again.
Yeah, just like measure it, cut over it, and redraw it or something.
Yeah, that's probably what's gonna end up having to happen. Sorry, chat, I failed you.
Oh, Zared has a fix. He says draw Zared over it. Should fix the problem. Zared always works.
Sure. Yeah, sure, buddy. Man. Also, I gotta tell you, chat, I've had the weirdest eating schedule. Where I'm not hungry at all in the morning. So I won't eat until like 1 to 2 p.m. Then I'll have maybe something around 5. Like something small around 5. And then at like now, it's almost 10 o'clock. I'm like starving. And I'm like, it's not good to be like this. I need to somehow figure out how to fix this. It's my eating schedule. What are we doing? What are we doing here?
I don't know what you're doing.
I don't know. I kind of got off it once I realized I messed up that badly. Another thing I can do, just 'cause, you know, I just feel like this background is not very good in general.
Okay, well then we'll just...
Yeah, I'm just gonna have to redraw this background in general.
Yeah, just redraw the background.
Yeah.
The figures look great. Like, the characters look really cool.
Yeah, and the centerpiece looks fine. It's just that literally everything around it is not good.
Mm.
I also am wondering if my what's it called? Suddenly I'm feeling like my perspective, even though I did all those lines, I'm suddenly wondering if the perspective is off.
Mm.
Like, I feel like this needs to be lower now.
Okay. Yeah, you did kind of change your figures around after you did your perspective.
Yeah, because I needed to like get them to the pose right.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna probably just fix this background entirely. I might just do this digitally for the background at least, but I will attempt to make these characters done traditionally, and then probably kind of like do my old-fashioned juxtaposing and collaging to make it look right. Because as of right now, the characters look cool and all. Smoke effects there. It's just this background is not correct in the slightest now. Mm-hmm. So we'll come back to this at some point. I'm probably gonna finish this off stream since a lot of it's gonna end up being digital work.
Yeah.
But I can start coloring this, I guess.
It's already pretty late. I mean, it's past 10 o'clock.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna have to just redo this background. I think that's what so what I'll do is here's our fix, chat. This is how it's gonna go down. I'm gonna keep this, but I'm gonna in digital, after I'm done coloring these two dudes, I'm gonna move this down a little bit so that it's in the correct perspective. And then for the actual Colosseum itself, I might do some digital tricks to get a better circle effect for the Colosseum. Mm-hmm. and then just digitally paint the buildings in the background too. Maybe I don't know.
I don't know. I think you're just gonna need to redraw it on another sheet.
Maybe we'll see. I do think though that like the background, I think I can do better if I do a little cheating with the both sides.
Yeah.
Having like a little AutoCAD sort of thing going for it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I think this side looks fine. Like if you just like chopped it and flipped it.
Yeah, I
maybe
mean
if that worked.
that might work.
Might work.
It might, but again, like I need to first move this down and then do some work to figure out where the perspective is on this piece in particular, just so that I can go about and do this correctly. So what I'm going to probably do, chat, as well, is I'm going to scan this in before coloring it. That way I can have more line art to work with. So
this computer cannot stream shit.
Yeah, my computer's really bad. I'm sorry.
I don't want to like put the camera on his computer screen because that'll look even worse, honestly.
Yeah, sorry, chat.
It doesn't work.
So this one's going to end up being finished off stream. That's fine. It's not the worst that I've ever... It's not like the worst thing. It's... We've had to finish a bunch of pieces off stream before, but I will post the finished version eventually once we actually do get it finished. I feel bad, but like that's just sometimes how it happens. Not every art piece I'll do is like perfect on the first try. So that's the plan is to digitally fix the background and then traditionally color on a separate sheet the background then color these two dudes traditionally as well, and then kind of photo merge, put it together, and then we'll have a piece for this scene. Because I do like the poses of these characters. I feel like there's a lot of movement to them. Their designs are really interesting. I feel there's a lot of life there that I really don't want to lose since we've just come this far. But I think that is it for us. We appreciate y'all for coming out and watching this. We're gonna have a sale this Saturday, this upcoming weekend.
Yeah.
Probably throughout.
It'll be tomorrow. It'll start tomorrow.
It starts tomorrow. You're right. I keep thinking. Sorry, my timing's off.
You keep thinking it's like any other day of the week.
Yeah.
Than the real day.
Right.
It doesn't matter what day you say you think it is, because it's probably different.
It's true. So basically, tomorrow, chat, we're gonna have a sale going on that's gonna go for the entire weekend. Some manner of discount code we'll hand out, and you can go buy prints of ours on our online store with the code, and we'll catch you in the next stream on Saturday. I'm going to be working on the comic again this upcoming Saturday for the stream, same time, 8 o'clock. Other than that, I don't think we got anything going on other than the sale.
Yeah, no, that's about it. Yeah.
All right. Well, we will catch you, chat, later.
All right, guys. Thanks for coming out.
Great night.
See ya.